And we are live, back with yet another one. Ready, set, go. It's your boy Dominic Rich. Man. My head was falling, My head was falling. I was about to throw in the towel. Seriously. I really was about to throw in the towel, man. I was like, oh my God. Here we go again against Spurs. Here we go again against Spurs. Losing 2-0 at halftime. And look at the score. I can't believe this. I really can't believe this, man. Every time we go 2-0 down, we just find a way to come back and win football games, man. This is unbelievable. Where was this fighting spirit against Man United? Where was it? You see what I mean? That was the game we were supposed to win. We were supposed to win both those games. But it's okay. You win some, you lose some. You really can't win them all, right? You're not going to win them all. You're not going to win them all. But it would have been devastating if we had lost 3 on the bounce in our competition. And we were heading there. We're really heading there, man. And I know a lot of rival fans were jumping for joy at halftime. I know you guys were. I know you were. And I was really disappointed in the team and the performance because we didn't look too bad. And then in 2 minutes, we basically almost give Spurs the game. 2 minutes. And I was dropping my wife to work while, this game was playing. So I'm driving, trying to, watch the game as well. I shouldn't be doing that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm driving. It's raining. I'm listening to the game, watching the game, taking my time on the road. Everything's good. Drop my wife off to work, right? Look back at her. And then look, when in the moment of looking back at her and talking to her, we concede that first goal. I didn't even know what happened. And I was like, what happened here? All I saw was Kulusevski kicking the ball in the back of the net. And I was like, okay, that escalated quickly. That really escalated quickly, though. Edison giving the ball away. 44th minute, Dejan Kulusevski pouncing, putting it in the back of the net. Punished, rightfully punished. And 2 minutes later, another breakaway. Stones not clearing properly. Harry Kane not giving up on the ball. And Rodri not really dealing with that ball properly after Harry Kane tried to, slide tackle him. Harry Kane got the ball, put a square into the box. Edison basically shoved it into the path of Emerson Royal, who has been absolute dog shit for Spurs, to the point where they're actually looking for a right back, and he scores. You see what I mean? He scores like he got some kind of point to prove. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man? What the hell is going on here? This cannot be real. This cannot be real, because earlier I did put out a tweet that whenever we play Spurs, we look like a prime League 2 team. And I don't know how we managed to do it, but Spurs just bring out the worst in us. And I was like, oh my God, here we go again. The lineup didn't really convince me either, you know what I'm saying? But it just shows that you got to trust the process. You got to show faith in the manager and believe in what the team is doing at the moment, man. De Bruyne didn't start. Foden didn't start. Had a few changes. Right back where Rico Lewis started the game. And I was a bit skeptical. I didn't think we could do it. I really didn't think we could do it. You see what I mean? I was like, God damn, we're dead out here today. We're dead out here because, every time Spurs play us, especially bouncing back from that North London Derby loss, they're going to come out and they're going to play like prime Barcelona 2010. You see what I'm saying? You see? That period, that Barcelona period under Pep Guardiola. And they looked like they were about to pull it off, man. They really did. Kulusevski, every time he touched the ball, he looked dangerous. Kane is always there and about. Son, I don't know what's going on with Heung-min Son this season, but apart from the head of that Edison save, he wasn't really threatening in the game. But every time Spurs went forward, they looked more dangerous than we did when we went forward. I don't know what it is, but every time a team go forward on us, they look really dangerous. I don't know what Pep told these boys at halftime, but I'm going to assume that he said, listen, motherfuckers, pardon my language, we cannot lose 3 on the bounce. This is not Manchester City. This is not the team that I built. This is not the team that I built, okay? Erling Haaland, look at yourself. Julian Alvarez, look at yourself. Riyadh, look at yourself, Riyadh. Ilkay, look at yourself. And I bet he broke it down to every one of these players and told them, look at yourself, do some introspection, and ask yourself, was that a good enough performance in the first half? Edison, look at yourself. You know you're better than that. You guys know you're better than that. And the boys came out. I didn't think we would have came back, guys. Let me keep it honest. I didn't think we would have come back in this game at all. I was like, we're dead out here. We're dead in the water. We you know what I mean? Thrown overboard. Thrown to the sharks, basically. But the first 5 minutes, even the commentators were doubtful. They were like, first 5 minutes, City doesn't really look like they're going to come back in this game. And then it all started to happen, man. Riyad Mahrez, man, take a bow. Riyad Mahrez, this is a player that a lot of people criticize. People criticize Riyad Mahrez, and I think it's wrongfully. Because there's sometimes he doesn't, he has like a period where he's not really scoring goals or he's going quiet during the games. But if you really check Mahrez and his stats, he's been very consistent. You see what I mean? And he's been a man this season. Whether he's putting in free kicks, scoring penalties, cutting back, sending defenders, to the store. Riyad Mahrez, man, he was the man to make things happen. He was a talisman who stood up in De Bruyne's absence. De Bruyne was on the bench. Pep was about to bring on De Bruyne, but when that goal scored, Julian Alvarez, a striker's goal, killer instinct at the right place at the right time. After that Mahrez ball came in, Gundogan, Grealish, Lloris, all these guys went for the ball. It popped up to the World Cup winner, Julian Alvarez, man, and he smashed it into the back of the net. Guys, we only paid about 20 million for this kid. Only about 20 million. Only about 20 million. And he's a match winner. 2-1. We're back. Erling Haaland with the equalizer. Well-needed goal because in the first half, Haaland did get a few chances. I think, a bit indecisive, some heavy touches, especially with a header, especially with that almost 1v1 with Lloris, that corner that came in when he had space. So Haaland, he just needed to get his confidence back because people are starting to doubt Haaland. People are starting to doubt City, saying, okay, because Haaland is in the team, City are playing differently. Of course, the team's going to play differently. You cannot play the same with a false nine if you have Erling Haaland in the team. You see, so it's understandable that the style of play is going to change, but it will only get better. You see what I'm saying? And today is just a prime example. Erling Haaland with the header, rectifying what he didn't do in the first half, and City back in the game, man. I was like, I'm driving home, and I'm trying to keep my calm because it's 2-2, and they could score, and they almost did right after that. They almost did, and I was like, Jesus Christ. That was who? Was that Perisic with that shot? Oh, my God, I don't know. Rico Lewis, man. Give it up to Rico Lewis. He fought hard. He was fouled a lot. He put his body on the line, and it was just a big performance for Rico Lewis on the night. And the remontada, man. Riyad Mahrez with that goal, that deflection, beat Lloris at his near post. I for a second thought that Lloris was going to come out and be prime, Dida on the day. Taffarel. But, didn't happen. Few good saves in the first half, especially that Rico Lewis shot, but it didn't happen. And I don't really blame him too much, but on some of the goals, he really ended up looking real stupid, man. The Alvarez goal, even the Haaland goal he had to come out for, the first Mahrez goal. he was beaten at the near post after the deflection, and that late goal by Mahrez where he was chipped. Great win. Great comeback. A comeback of the ages. One to remember. One to remember. This was a classic. That was a very entertaining game because Spurs didn't give up. They didn't lay down and get beaten. They kept trying, but it was just a champion performance by back-to-back reigning champions Manchester City. And I know a lot of people would have loved to turn up here today to celebrate another loss, but listen, we're not throwing in the towel. Arsenal, look out. We are coming for you. I just want to send a message out. And Spurs lose 2 on the bounce, 1 to Arsenal, 1 to City. And even though they're still in a good position, their woes continue, where they started the season well, but the form has really dropped off in the last, let's say, 10 games or so. So Conte, he keeps talking about signings, and I think they have to give the manager what he needs. If he demands some signings, some more quality player, you got to give the manager what he needs, or else you're going to continue getting performances like this, because obviously he doesn't trust some of the players, and you could see why. You could see why. 2-0 up and losing 4-2. Capitulation at its finest. It was a very Spursy performance at the end of the day. Clement Longley came on. You saw how he looked? Clement Longley giving away the ball, bad touches. You know, they were all over the place, man. All over the place in the second half as they tried to come back in the game. Harry Kane, absent, despite that assist. You could call it an assist. Nothing else, really. I think Kulusevski was their best player on the night. And, Spurs would rue giving up this lead, man. It feels good. I just want to put it out there. It feels good not to lose, because that loss against United, man, I felt that, man. Seriously. I really felt that. That offside goal really, really, it haunted me for a couple of days, man. I really felt that. I'm not saying that we never had some kind decisions go away, but come on, man. Come on. That goal should have never stood. You see? And I think we got a bit of justice in the fact that United were leading against Crystal Palace up until the last moments of the game, and they conceded that goal. That felt good yesterday. I just want to put that out there right now. That felt really good. Okay? So, big comeback win for City. Very pleased with the performance. Just to touch on some of the players really quick, guys. Jack Grealish, man, he was mammoth on the day. I got to give it to him. Really put out a good performance, and that's all we need from Grealish. A lot of commitment and consistency. Remember when Grealish ran back to make that tackle from the Heung-min Son breakaway? That was like, wow, love the commitment. Mahrez, man of the match, of course. He was brilliant. Algerian wizard. Brilliant on the day, man. Gotta love Mahrez. Erling Haaland, I'm happy that he got a goal first of 2023. So it's fair to say that Erling Haaland is back and he could continue, charging towards 30 Premier League goals. Julian Alvarez is actually, racking up the goals slowly. The goals are coming in. And if this is what we're going to get from the Argentinian league, bring on the youngster Maximo Peroni, who's, being signed. And let's see what he could offer to our team in the future. Rodri, big on the day. Gundogan, he's a threat running into the box, his attacking prowess. Nathan Ake at left back today. Oh, man. Massive performance. I got to give it to him. Rico Lewis, listen. This got to be, look, I doubted the team, but we can't drop these guys for the next game. Whether it's dropped or rotation, I need to see a similar team for the next game. I know Kevin De Bruyne might come back in, but we don't want to switch and change things up too much, because I love the commitment given by the players. And we only made three late substitutes. So Pep trusted the guys, and they actually delivered. We didn't need to risk De Bruyne, who's not 100% fit. De Bruyne, Bernardo came on pretty, midway through the second half, but Kyle Walker and Ruben Diaz came on late, and the players give it their all, man. I'm happy about it. Absolutely happy about it. I know you guys are giving your thoughts in the comments. I will get to them pretty soon. But, Spurs, they ought to be ashamed of this performance. Very good in the first half to come and, go 2-0 up. But the second half performance was poor, uncharacteristically poor, where they have been one of the, not one of, they have been the best second half team in the league. And that was the complete opposite end of the spectrum. That was horrible. To concede 4 in the second half, that Tottenham, they effed up. They effed up big time. Big time. Because if we check the table right now, right? You check the table, you see the stats, 16 shots for City, 6 on target. I think, we tried to get the ball to Erling Haaland a lot more today, something that we didn't do in the last couple of games, where we only had about 1 shot on target for I think, was it the last 3 games? If I'm not mistaken, we have been poor going forward. Really, really poor. So I'm pleased that we actually improve in that regard. Spurs, they were counter-attacking all games. So 9 shots, 3 on target, 41% of the ball. But what I want to talk about is the table, because if they had won that game, they would have gone up to 36 points. That would have only been 2 points behind Newcastle, 3 behind Man United with a game played, 1 more game played more, right? That would have been a really good position. But now they're 5 points behind Newcastle, 6 behind United, and they play a game more. So with Manchester City, that win takes them ever so closer to Arsenal, 5 points behind. And Arsenal, with their game coming up this weekend, who do they play this weekend? Arsenal this week. Oh, they play Man United. I should know that. They play Man United this weekend. No Casemiro for Man United, so back against the wall. They are the Emirates. Look, I don't want United to ever get a good result. I wish they could lose every game. But if there's any day I want United to actually win, it would be on the weekend. Even though they would get 42 points along with, the same amount of points as Manchester City, it would actually close the gap with Arsenal to 5. You see? So I guess a draw won't be a bad result, So keep Man United behind. Keep Arsenal only 6 points ahead. We do have to play Arsenal twice. So that's where we could actually close the gap, and get level. And, hope that we go on one of those mad runs and go on to do the 3-peat. Guys, do not write off this Manchester City team. Pep has actually put on his apron. He's cooking. Don't trust this team. Do not trust Pep Guardiola. The season is still young. We're only halfway through. And I say this again, do not trust Pep Guardiola. Okay, so it's my thoughts. I know it was a adrenaline-filled reaction, but this is how I truly feel right now. I'm ecstatic because that loss was a whole different low. So in terms of insights, Manchester City have won their last 2 Premier League games in which they've been 2+ goals behind at halftime. Also versus Crystal Palace in August. They not won any of their first 53 such games in the competition, drawing 2 and losing 51. That's crazy. And guys, remember how we won the title last season coming back against Aston Villa. Tottenham lost a Premier League match in which they led 2+ goals at halftime for the first time since April 2009. And that's losing 5-2 against Manchester United. Ending a run of 71 such games without defeat. That is nuts. That is absolute nuts. Because Spurs, being 2-0 up at halftime, before this had won 68 and drawn 3. Wow. That's how big this win is. There were just 2 minutes and 8 seconds between Tottenham's opening 2 goals and 2 minutes and 9 seconds between Man City's first 2 goals tonight. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. So big up everybody in the house. Appreciate you guys coming in for yet another live stream. All of you guys drop in the comments, man. Let me just go through the comments. Big up to Doug, who says performance of a champions that. Big up DVB, who says, of course, Dominic right away after the win. Man, listen, you got to be on time, man. Look, I built this channel on being first and being early. When everybody else was like preparing to make videos, I used to drop my videos very quick and everything. So, what are your comments on PSG versus Al Nassr? To be honest, I don't really care. I honestly don't care. You know what I'm saying? Really don't. You know what I mean? Exhibition game, don't really care about it too much. But Elijah Lawson, hey Dom, I'm loving it. The best second half ever. Yeah, that was a great second half performance. And that was indeed, a great game altogether, I must say. Ojomo, Rico Lewis much better right back than João Cancelo. Look, man, we football fans could be fickle and we could be sometime-ish. Give João Cancelo his flowers. Maybe he's not going through a good run of form right about now, but I'm not going to go as far as to say Rico Lewis is better than him. But right now, if Rico Lewis is playing well, let's get Rico Lewis in the team. Big up to AD. Thanks a lot, AD. Appreciate that, man. IZTV, you was saying, at the PSG All-Star game, what? Versus, yeah, I'm not watching that game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Son knows bothering him. Oh, you mean because he got smashed in the face? Yeah, Sons haven't been. He haven't been the same player at all. Has not been the same player. So AD says, do you think benching KDB was right decision? As far as I know, I think KDB had a little problem. I don't know if Pep actually benched him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100% sure if that was a benching or if that was actually, if that was a tactical or if that was an injury. Because I heard that, Kevin De Bruyne had a little injury he was dealing with. But apparently, Man City doesn't have any injuries right now. So I guess it was a tactical decision to bench Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe a bit of fatigue, But City right now are the only team in the Premier League without any casualties to carry along. No injuries. Ruben Diaz back fit again. Guys like Kyle Walker, John Stones fit again. So, look, sometimes you got to make some weird decisions, and I guess that was one of those weird decisions that Pep made, right? So, guys, don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button, though. We'll definitely appreciate it. So, what else we got here? Big up to Sebastian in the house. Nice to see you. Big up to Angel. Big up. Who else we got in here, man? Big up Doug. Appreciate you coming through again, Doug. Doug, we gotta talk, as I said, but my schedule is gonna be a lot better, in February, you know what I mean, and going forward. So we gonna have a chat, bro. We gotta chat about Liverpool. We gotta have a chat about Liverpool, you know what I'm saying? Marcel in the house, my boy Marcel. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Dominic Rich FC. Let's build up the Twitter, man. Let's build up the Twitter. We could have conversations over there. You guys can hit me up. And also, I'm back on the my Discord. So check the description. You could hit up Discord, you know what I mean? You could share stuff on the Discord as well. I've been slacking because, the Discord actually, I think it got like uninstalled. It went into the cloud. So I wasn't really getting any messages or anything. And I just, never checked it. So I apologize for that. So, yes, Rico Lewis was very good. Very, very good. What else we got, man? Who else we got in here? Big up everybody, man. Big up everybody. Don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button. Guys, we're going to move on, We're not going to stay forever and talk about the Manchester City game. As much as I'm happy about it, we're not going to stay and talk about it forever. So, in terms of City, we do play again on Sunday, and that game will be against Wolves. And I'm hoping that we could go out there. It'll be a home game and smash Wolves to smithereens. Before we play Arsenal on Friday, that will be a preview of what could come in the league games, where we do have to play Arsenal twice. We play Spurs again in the return leg, and I'm hoping that we could beat them again. Guys, it's going to be a very tough period. The game against Arsenal is coming up soon. There's a Champions League match coming up against Leipzig. It ain't going to be easy. We got Newcastle, hoping to drop an L on Newcastle there as well. So it's going to be a tough period. But, guys, this is where Man City usually are at their best. And they usually start sizzling and go on a mad run. So, Tottenham, their next game, let's check them out. And for Spurs, their next game is against Fulham. And that's coming up next Monday. So, Fulham Spurs, another London derby. Remember, Fulham are doing pretty well this season. What happened? Is this the first time they're meeting? No, they met already this season because definitely met already, and Spurs beat Fulham 2-1. So, what we're gonna do? Let's talk about that game that went on yesterday, man. I was actually watching it and then I fell asleep, guys. To be honest, got a little boring. Not really though. Not really. It didn't get a little bored. I was really tired, man. I was really tired yesterday. I'm telling you, some of these days I get off of work, guys, you gotta get up at 4:30 in the morning or earlier. I'd be really, really tired when I get home, man. So Bruno Fernandes in the 44th minute. I must admit that was a very good goal. Very good team goal. Christian Eriksen laying it off to Bruno Fernandes. And that goal, that strike was a very, very good strike. But this was Wout Weghorst's debut for Manchester United. Very bold move by Ten Hag to bring in Weghorst, who did score twice at the World Cup against Argentina. And I think that actually helped him get this move to United. Anthony was pretty poor in the match. Him and Bruno Fernandes shared words. Marcus Rashford didn't show up on the day, of course. Casemiro got a yellow card, which means he will be suspended for the Arsenal game. Backline changed up a bit. Luke Shaw not playing at centre back. Martinez came in. Wan-Bissaka held down his place. De Gea made a brilliant save from a Hudson Edwards shot, is what I could recall from that first half. But it was United on merit who went on to score the first goal of this game and rightfully led going into the second half. But Palace never give up, though. Palace never give up. And I fell asleep. I really did fell asleep. And when I woke up was when Michael Olise put in the freaking free kick. I was like, what the hell? I woke up the right time. That was a wicked free kick, man. I got to give it up to Michael Olise, who is actually the Michael Olise is I would like to say, the Premier League version of Kylian Mbappe. You know why? He looks like Mbappe. He could play for Algeria, and he could also play for France. And that's Mbappe, French, Algerian, Cameroonian. But Olise could also play for England, I think. But that was a brilliant left-footed strike, man. Michael Olise, I think he was probably him and Chris Richards. Is he older than Chris Richards? But he's one of the youngest players on the team, and he's commanding, the pull like that to just go up and take free kicks. Just think about it, man. So you got to give it to Michael Olise, who we know is a talent, came up from, I think he came up from Reading. So when a player comes up from the championship and does this well, another example is Eberechi Eze, who's very good at these free kicks. And I think Eze was on the field, but I think the angle favored Michael Olise's left foot. Zaha was on the field. He could have taken a free kick. I think, who else could have taken anyone else could have taken a free kick. But it was Olise who stepped up, and that was almost perfect. That was almost perfect. I think he's being linked to the move out of the club, but I don't think he should go anywhere. I think he should bide his time and, help Crystal Palace, man. Help Crystal Palace climb up the table. So 1-1. 1-1. I felt so good. It felt like poetic justice because United should have never won that Manchester derby, and now they drop points. The inconsistency where they thought that they were actually going to be ahead of City at the halfway point of the season. Think again, you frauds. Man United are frauds. And I'm going to say it. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Frauds. Literal frauds. Okay? They're not winning no title. Yeah, they're going to be there and about. I'm not saying they're not going to be there and about, that they're not playing. They're playing well. They play well, but that was inconsistency right there. Against a struggling Crystal Palace team, you have to see that game off. You got to see it off. You see what I mean? So who came off the bench for United? Garnacho. McTominay, I think, was guilty of that foul, if I'm not mistaken. Saw that on Twitter. Fred's been playing well. I'm not, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He's been playing well. But, I'm happy for Patrick Vieira and Crystal Palace. They needed it. They really needed it, because if we check the stats, right? Let's check the stats really quick, and you could see that Crystal Palace's form was really poor. I think they had about 4 losses in their last 5, before that draw came in and bumped that out. So 1 win and a draw in 5. Not good, but at the same time, 23 points halfway through the season is really good for a mid-table team like Crystal Palace, which means they only need 17 more points from the remaining 19 matches to survive the drop. And I think they're capable of pulling that off indeed. So, look, as I mentioned, man, Crystal Palace, they just need to mix it up a little. I think Patrick Vieira is trying to replicate the French national team. Just look at the team. You see what I'm saying? But I like that Will Hughes came in, but still it didn't really make a difference, because it was similar to the French national team where the goalkeeper, Guaita, Will Hughes, were the only 2 players of African background. So he's definitely trying to replicate the French national team here, if you guys get what I'm saying. And it might be a good model to follow, but if it's not working, it's okay to tweak things. Because when it starts backfiring, then the criticism is going to come. Massive point for Crystal Palace. For United, very poor. Back-to-back wins would have been really, really good for them. It would have put them up above Manchester City. They would have been second in the table right about. No, they would not have been second right now, but they would have been third, but 42 points. Man City with a better goal difference, but they would have had that psychological advantage yesterday to say, hey, man, hey, we're above Manchester City in the table. You see what I mean? So as long as these guys are behind us, beneath us, they could win all the games they want. They could win everything they want. We don't have to play them again this season unless we meet in the FA Cup. So I don't have to worry about these dudes. But, karma is going to catch up to them. Because I still think they should have never won that Manchester derby. And I'm hell-bent on that. And by the way, guys, I just realized it. Manchester City are the first Premier League club to 50 goals this season. Round of applause. But the defense is a bit suspect. Newcastle United has the best defense in the league. Give it up to Newcastle and Arsenal. So give it definitely to Newcastle, though. They deserve a round of applause for what they've done. Only lost once this season. So Newcastle are hunting down United. They're looking good, looking poised to get Champions League place. But guys, remember this. It's only halfway through the season, right? Because let me tell you this, right? There's a total of 57 points remaining. If City win every remaining match, which they won't, they'll get 99 points. 99, right? Liverpool and Chelsea, for example, just want to show you guys something. If these teams go on a mad run, I think it's too late. It's kind of too late, but they could still get top 4 if they go on a mad run, right? Because 57, 28, they're not going to win everything, but let's say Liverpool are definitely a team capable of going on a run without losing anything and maybe just picking up a handful of draws. They could still maybe get 78 points and get Champions League or something. Right? You cannot put that past Liverpool. Chelsea, who knows if they could pull it off. But I think it's too late for these teams in terms of the title race and winning the title this season. But in terms of Champions League, it is still on the table. We're only halfway through. It's still on the table. Teams could capitulate. Teams could falter, drop off in form. It's still early, guys. It's only halfway through the season. Now, because we're in January, the World Cup came, messed up the season a bit. It's a weird one. We're split in 2. So we can't really, say anything definitive right now. Like, oh, Arsenal are going to win the league. It's not guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? Man City only 5-6 points behind. That's nothing. That is nothing for City. Ask Liverpool if you don't ask me. If you don't believe me. When they were like how many points in front of us and we came back and beat and won the title. But anyways, those are the two games that were played during the middle of the week, guys. Let's just double check to make sure. Yep, those are the last two games played. One yesterday, one today. Saturday, Liverpool play Chelsea. That's a massive game, man. Both teams struggling, 9th and 10th. Chelsea played a game more than Liverpool, and it would be ideal for the Reds if they could smash Chelsea, and it would be the same for Chelsea if they could beat Liverpool, right? So points, big points on the line. A draw won't be good for either team. One of these teams need to win, and I'm loving it though. I'm loving it. You know those memes on Twitter where it says you're sick if you enjoy this Liverpool downfall or this Chelsea downfall. Well, listen, man. Listen, let me just go over to my Twitter really quick. Let me show you exactly how I'm feeling about that. You know what I mean? Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Dominic Rich FC. You know, just go check out the Twitter, man. You know what I mean? You could interact over there. I do retweet things, share my thoughts on some things. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on some transfers today as well, guys. So make sure stay tuned and don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for the stream. All right. So this is me right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on, man. Why am I taking so long to get to that thing? Where is it, man? It's almost there. It's almost there. Almost there. Where is it? Yeah, this is me right there. This is me right there, man. You know what I mean? You know, where is it? So you're sick if you enjoy this Chelsea downfall. You can replace it with Liverpool too. But this is me right there. See what I'm saying? Boy. So big up DVB. Big up Andy Joe. Big up Yo-Yo Masters. You know, big up who else is in here? BLE Reviews. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Sorry I didn't hit you up early already. You know what I mean? Who else is in here? Angel Abel, Sebastian. Big up to you, man. He says, congrats to City. Like, I knew City were going to win. Spurs are crap. Like, they need new players and owners, maybe. Qatar owners could take them. Like Spurs will in the UEL. And Kane will leave. Same with Conte. Thank you very much for your thoughts there, Sebastian. Appreciate it, man. So, guys, what else are we going to talk about, man? Look, let's just go back. I was actually running through the Premier League fixtures on the weekend. Let's go back. I went down a little. I was a little extra with that whole Liverpool Chelsea meme. But Leicester play Brighton, Southampton play Aston Villa, West Ham play Everton. Two struggling managers there. I'm surprised Frank Lampard and David Moyes are not sacked yet. Bournemouth versus Forest. Bournemouth struggling, Forest on a surge. Crystal Palace coming off of a draw against United. Play Newcastle United coming off of a win against Fulham. Man City play Wolves. We're back again, baby. And Leeds United play Brentford, the inform Brentford, the bees buzzing, stinging in swarms. So we also have Arsenal, Manchester United on Sunday and Fulham versus Tottenham on Monday. So guys, best believe I will go live on Sunday. Later in the night maybe. You know, I'm thinking about I probably work late that Sunday, so won't go live right away, but sometime during the night I might go live. You know, so this is what the table looks like, guys. We're not really gonna go through the whole table, but this is what it looks like. Teams that played: Man City, Man United, you know, second and third. That's what it looks like, guys. See the top 10. Fulham's looking good. Brighton, Brentford. You know, paradigm shift, disrupting the order of things. And there's Liverpool, Chelsea rounding off the top 10 with 28 points. Villa under Unai Emery looking good. Crystal Palace, okay, first half of the season. Forest, you know, they get a passing grade as well for the first half of the season. But the teams who actually in the red for the first half of the season are Leeds, Leicester, Wolves, Bournemouth, and teams really in trouble, West Ham, Everton, and Southampton, but it's still very close down towards the bottom of the table there, though. And when I say teams in the red, I mean teams from 14th to 20 are still pretty much in a relegation battle there, if you ask me. So, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to keep it in England and let's talk FA Cup, baby. FA Cup. Give it up to Liverpool FC for improving their performance on the road to Wolves and winning that game 1-0. I did drop a video on that. Most of you guys are going to check it out because Liverpool fans are actually in their feelings these days because they are not doing too well. So they don't really come out to support the thing like that. You know what I mean? It's all good. They only come out when they're winning back-to-back games and they're in a great form, though. So it's all good. It's all good, man. You know, it's okay. It's okay. The Liverpool fans will be back soon. They'll be back. You know what I mean? So, guys, what we're going to do, let's run through the FA Cup replay results. There was actually one third-round match, and let's talk about that one. The third-round game, Forest Green, there was a brilliant goal scored early by Ben Stevenson, but Lucas Jutkiewicz and Kevin Long actually, scored twice for Birmingham to take Birmingham into the fourth round. So hard luck there, Forest Green. Great start, but, couldn't hold on to that lead at all. So in terms of the replays, guys, Swansea 1, Bristol City 2. Mark Sykes in the 62nd, Ollie Cooper to take it into extra time, and Sam Bell in 112th minute for Bristol City as they go into the fourth round. Wigan 1, Luton Town 1. Wigan scored first to Tello Asgard in the 46th minute, and Carly Woodrow in the 51st minute equalized for Luton, and Elijah Adebayo put in a late goal, 98 minute to win it for Luton Town. I feel it for Colo Torre and Wigan Athletic as they bow out. So we talk Wolves 0, Liverpool 1. Harvey Elliott with a screamer in the 13th minute. Partially got to blame Jose Sa for coming off of his line, but you cannot discredit that goal by Harvey Elliott at all. That was brilliant, man. That was actually Harvey Elliott stepping up, when players like, let's say, Mo Salah and Darwin Núñez and these guys haven't really been, bagging the goals for Liverpool. So you need these players to step up. You see what I mean? You really do. You really need someone to put their hands up when the team look down and out. I think it was a poor performance by Lopetegui's Wolves on the night. They looked nothing close to how they played at Anfield. But, a lot of credit goes to this Liverpool team, man. You're not going to see this Liverpool team line up a lot. You're really not. But Stefan Bajcetic has been one of their breakout youngsters this season. He deserves a lot of credit. Young Ben Doak, 17 years old, came off the bench. He looked very good with every touch. Fabio Carvalho, Harvey Elliott, provided some spunk going forward. I have to say Cody Gakpo, taking some time to adjust to the Premier League. People are already saying he flopped, but that's stupid people on Twitter for you. They're going to say anything to get likes. But Cody Gakpo is a quality player. We saw that. And he's going to take some time to adjust. You feel me? Naby Keita, I think, had a strong game. Thiago Alcantara, you guys know how I feel about Thiago Alcantara. James Milner had to go off. Ibrahima Konate and Joe Gomez, formed a strong partnership on the night, along with Tsimikas, who had a run out. Kelleher hardly had anything to do on the day. I think Matheus Cunha came off the bench and looked pretty okay. Diego Costa, these guys were threatening, but not enough to beat Liverpool's defense. So, well-needed rest for guys like Alisson. Salah came off the bench. Fabinho came off the bench. Curtis Jones got a run out. Haven't been seeing a lot of him. Nat Phillips got a well-needed run out because, Nat Phillips hardly plays. But guys like Matip and Robertson really needed some rest, though. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who I think's on the way out. As per Fabrizio Romano said, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and another player could be heading towards the exit. And I think that player might be, can't remember the other player he said, but it was actually two players that could be heading out of Liverpool right now. And, that was when Liverpool was linked to Mateus Nunes of Wolverhampton Wanderers, who I really don't know why Liverpool are going in for that guy, but, you want to go in for that player who's not doing well, be my guest, man. You see what I'm saying? Less competition for Manchester City. Okay, so big win for Liverpool as they go into the fourth round to face the new bogey team, Brighton and Hove Albion. So West Brom 4, non-league Chesterfield 0. John Swift, Tommy Rogic, Jake Livermore, and Jovan Malcolm scored the goals for West Brom as they run to a massive win. I think I remember who's in charge of this. Oh no, Kobe Run. I thought it was like I didn't know. I was thinking Darren Moore, but that was a while back. So Leeds 5, this game played yesterday, and I paid no attention to this match. I didn't know the result, but what a freaking result, though. Leeds 5, Cardiff 2. Wilfried Nanto, man. Listen, Nanto's been cooking. Nanto's been Leeds' best player across the last 5 matches. I got to give him a lot of credit because Jesse March wasn't playing him for some time, and then as soon as he brought him into the team, he looked good, man. Rodrigo Moreno with a 34th-minute goal, and Patrick Bamford to follow up from the goal he scored the other day with a brace, 71st, 76th minute. And Callum Robinson, former Sheffield United man, with a brace. That was a back end of the game there. Nothing more than consolation goals. So, morale boosting win for Leeds United. Jesse Marsh and his boys go into the fourth round. And, let's see who they will face. Let's check that out. Still one more replay to play, guys. Accrington Stanley will play Boham Wood, and that's coming up on Tuesday. And then we will know the final team to go into the fourth round of the FA Cup, guys. Man City play Arsenal on Friday, the first FA Cup fourth round tie. Ooh, that's a huge one. That is a huge one indeed. If I am free, if my wife doesn't have to go to work, she got a new job and she might not be working on Friday. I don't know if she'll be available. I don't know if she's going to work, because she's trying to get another job, maybe 2-3 jobs right now, just to, I mean, I might do a watch along for this one. Just might. Walsall play Leicester. Sheffield Wednesday play Fleetwood Town. Blackburn Rovers, Birmingham City. Southampton play Blackpool. Ipswich Town play Burnley, who's in form under Man City legend Vincent Kompany. Bristol City play West Brom. Luton Town play Grimsby Town. And Leeds await the winner of the Boham Wood and the Accrington Stanley match. So Leeds are in a prime position to move into the fifth round as well. Fulham play Sunderland. Preston play Tottenham. Man United face Reading. Brighton play Liverpool. Stoke play Stevenage. Wrexham, they play Sheffield United. And Derby County face West Ham United. So those games are coming up, during the week there of January 27th to the 28th. And that is actually that is what? Next week is the 23rd. That's the weekend coming up next week. Let me check my calendar and see exactly what's going on there. So, yeah, that is actually next Friday, guys. Next weekend. So next weekend, okay. Got some Premier League games on the weekend, and then on Monday there's a match. Then we have Tuesday, Wednesday off. There's a FA Cup game on Tuesday, I think. And then, Premier League has a little break there. Let's go back to the Premier League. Let's verify that really, really, really quick there. So the Premier League, guys. The Premier League. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely a break there. The 21st, and then it comes back February 3rd. And the reason that is happening is because of this, guys. This is also fixtures coming up there. The Carabao Cup quarterfinal was done, and it means the semifinals are coming up. Two-legged semifinals Tuesday next week, guys. Southampton will play Newcastle. Forest will play United on the Wednesday, and then the following Tuesday, the second legs would happen where Newcastle take on Southampton, Man United take on Forest, and I hope that it's Newcastle that go on to win this competition. Newcastle, Southampton, or Forest, and surely not Manchester United, man. You won't be able to shut them up. You really won't be able to shut them up, man. Yeah, I know. Over Carabao Cup, I know. But still. So guys, that's touching up on England. Let's just see if there's anything in the championship, man. I haven't checked the championship. Any games in the championship? They're coming up tomorrow. But I think we covered the last round. Yeah, we're good on the last round, and I think that's the same for League One and League Two. So no need to go through the championship fixtures right about now, guys. Okay? So don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button, guys. Do appreciate it. What we're gonna do? We're gonna jump over to the other leagues, and we're just gonna run through some scores, check the tables as we usually do, and then we land the plane with some transfers. Okay? Might jump on the Reddit page as well and see what's going on over there in terms of some news. So let us go over to La Liga. There's games coming up in La Liga. So let's check that out. Some games coming up. Let's just run through La Liga really quick. Congratulations to Barcelona once again for winning the Supercoppa de España. We don't have to touch on the Italian Supercup, so stay tuned for that one. But guys, tomorrow Mallorca plays Celta Vigo, Rayo Vallecano come up against Sociedad, Espanyol, Betis, Atletico Madrid play Valladolid, Sevilla play Cadiz, Villarreal play Girona, Man City's sister club, Elche play Osasuna, Barcelona takes on Getafe, Athletic Club Bilbao play Real Madrid, and Valencia play Almeria. This is what the table looks like, guys. Barcelona on top, Real Madrid second, 3-point gap, followed by Sociedad, Atletico, Villarreal, Betis, Osasuna, Athletic Club, Vallecano, Mallorca. This is what mid-table looks like. And down towards the bottom of the table, Elche without a win, Sevilla struggling as well, Cadiz, Valladolid, Celta, Getafe. So, guys, that's what's going on in the La Liga right there. Copa del Rey. Anything in the Copa del Rey? Yes, we got Copa del Rey games to talk about. Indeed. All right, let's do that. Copa del Rey, baby. Real Sociedad 1, Mallorca 0. Let's check it out. Robert Navarro in the 5th minute to score the game's only goal. They move into the next round. Alaves 0, Sevilla 1, morale boosting win for Jorge Sampoli's men. Ivan Rakitic in the 48th minute to secure the win for the team from Seville. Sporting Gijon 0, Valencia with a much needed win under Gattuso, 4-0. Edinson Cavani with a brace, Justin Kluivert and Samuel Lino with the goals. Valencia move on. Let's go. Athletic Club 1, Espanyol 0. Oscar de Marcos in the 27th minute. Espanyol failed to reply. Athletic Club move on. Levante 0. Atletico Madrid 2. And I did give some predictions for these matches, but I just can't remember. Alvaro Morata and Marcos Llorente with the goals. So, Real Betis 2, Osasuna 2, and Osasuna winning 4-2 on penalties. Let's check that out. William Carvalho, 62nd minute. David Garcia to take it into extra time. Yusuf Sabali with a 103rd minute goal. Ruben Garcia to take it to penalties for Osasuna. And Osasuna actually, came from behind twice and won it on penalties. In terms of the penalty shootout, let's see if we could get some insight here. Guido Rodriguez, Sergio Canales actually missed their penalties there. So let us go. Let us move on. So 80 Kusueta, the team from Africa on the coast of Morocco there. But, obviously Spanish, call it Spanish territory. 0, Barcelona 5. Big up to 8744. I did watch his mini preview of this game yesterday. Well, when did 80, was it yesterday you dropped this preview? Or this today? I think it's yesterday. I watched it today. But you predicted a win. And you did predict Robert Lewandowski to start. A few players to start who were actually suspended in the La Liga. I think Ferran Torres and Lewandowski said. And you did predict a few of these guys to start. Pena, you know what I mean? So well done, 80. If you're still in here, bro. I don't know if you're still in here, but well done to you. Keep it going. And you did predict Marcos Alonso would actually start the game as well. Bellerin, so Barcelona's second string team gone on to win 5-0 against a team they should beat, guys. Come on. Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, Frank Cassia with the goals. Some of these players, very good morale boosting goals for them. And Real Madrid getting their revenge over Villarreal like I predicted. 3-2. Etienne Capoue, 4th minute. 2-0 up. Samuel Chukwueze, Villarreal on the Kike Setien buzzing. And a second half remontada for Real Madrid. Vinny Jr., Eder Militao, Dani Ceballos with the winner as Real Madrid moves into the next round of the Copa del Rey. So, guys, I don't know if there was a draw made for the next round, but, we're going to leave it at that, man. We're going to leave it at that. I don't want to look for the draws, and then I can't find the draw. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to leave it at that. I don't know if the draw is happening yet, but, it is what it is, man. So, we've covered Spain, but what we're going to do really quick, let's just check La Liga. Let's check La Liga. And let's check news. Let's see if anything came up that we missed. Ivan Fresneda, Newcastle among European clubs watching La Liga's teenage talent. Okay. All right. Real Madrid at the beginning of an era, not the end, says Carlo Ancelotti. All right. Let me see what else we got here. Barcelona consider La Liga veteran as Sergio Busquets' replacement, and that could actually be what's his name there, man? What's his name? God, Danny Parejo. Wow, that would be a move. That would be a move, though. But I don't think they should go in for him, though. Sevilla are in danger of relegation from La Liga. Their decline is unreal. Okay. I think Sevilla would bounce back just the first half of the season. We need to calm down. So Barcelona secure option to sign 15 Atletico Madrid winger for 15 million in the summer, and that's Yannick Carrasco. Could be joining Barcelona in the summer there. So journalists claim Spurs are looking to sign 50 million rated La Liga star in January. Don't know who that is. Let's find out. Don't know who that is, but Yacine Bono. Okay. So Spurs are looking to sign Yacine Bono. Guys, I spoke about this the last time I was live. I said that something needs to be done. It's either you get Harry Kane out of Spurs or you get Hugo Lloris out of Spurs, because one of these players are holding back Spurs. One of them. Definitely one of them are holding them back. So, yeah, definitely Yacine Bono won't be a bad choice at all. He had a solid World Cup. He deserves a big move. So, let me see what else we got there. Premier League not financially sustainable, says La Liga's Javier Tebas. Of course he's going to say that, but Premier League has been financially sustainable for a very long time, right? So, Villarreal find their level after Setien shock to see Real Madrid. That's a week ago. But with that being said, guys, let's go over to Italy. Big up to everybody still in the stream. Do appreciate you guys sticking around. And that's the Supercoppa Italia. I don't know if it's spelled Supercoppa. Yep, Supercoppa Italiana, guys. I actually tuned into this game yesterday. And to be honest, man, once it was 2-0 up, I was out shopping. I went out to shop, pick up some things. You know what I mean? Pick up a few nicks and knacks. Federico De Marco in the 10th minute. Very good goal. Cut across the goal. Smashed into the back of the net. Edin Dzeko. Oh, man, that cutback was nasty. And that, placed into the 4 post. Very, very nasty. And after that, I was like, I'm done with this game. I'm pretty much done with the game. You see what I mean? I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time and watch the rest of this when AC Milan obviously did not come out to play. You see what I mean? Probably jet lag from flying to Saudi Arabia. And yes, guys, this competition is also in Saudi Arabia, just like the Spanish Supercup. So, what is going on with you? What's up with you? Okay. don't know why you making that noise, but you need to go back to sleep. Don't know what that noise is, but pardon me there. Anyways, big up to Carl Headley in the house, man, who says Cole Spurs sack Conte tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen, though. Big up to Peter. Nice to see you in here, who says today I watched City versus Spurs, and after the first half, I was like, City will maybe have a job, but in the second half from City. But beautiful performance, and I'm pleased for Haaland that he scored. Big up to Peter, man. Big up to Peter. Big up Jordan Hyman in the house. Yeah, we will touch on Bundesliga. Big up to Jonathan Rincon. Messi and Ronaldo played against each other today for the possibly last time. Yeah, I didn't watch that game. Why would I be watching that game, though? Please explain why. But congratulations to Inter Milan. Lautaro with the 77-minute goal. They actually look really, really good in this game. And Inter and Milan, they have not really met in a lot of finals. And it's a rare final that they're meeting each other in. And it is, Internazionale Milano. And that go on to win the game. So that's Inzaghi versus Pioli. Pioli has a lot of work to do, man. Let's just make sure we get our managers right. Yep. Pioli's AC Milan, who are reigning champions of Italy. They have a lot of work to do. They have not looked good since, Mike Maignan went down injured. Tatarashanu has not been that good in goal. Their defense looked very, very shaky in the game. And I have to say, for Inter, man, they look very ruthless out there. Really, really ruthless. And I like their recruitment, though. Samir Handanovic on the bench these days. Onana in goal. He has definitely made them a lot better, less mistakes. Handanovic, who's I think probably 40 years old right now. Mistakes were creeping in, you know what I mean? But if you look at this Inter team, and I was talking about this team the other day, team's looking good, especially the midfield. Some seasoned, veterans in the midfield there. Seasoned pros. I want to call all of them veterans, but, Edin Dzeko still banging him in for fun, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy that Edin Dzeko is still playing at these high levels. Lautaro Martinez, much needed goal, man, because, it's been a bit so-so, definitely. And guys, remember, these guys still have a Lukaku who's not 100% fit. He was on the bench, unused. Marcelo Brozovic, you know what I mean? So the team's looking really good. Denzel Dumfries might be falling out of favor a little bit there. To Darmian, who I've been seeing a lot of Darmian, because guys, I've been tuning into the Serie A a lot more this season. Not this season, for the second half of the season. I've been watching a few games. I've been watching highlights, and yeah, I've been definitely seeing more of Matteo Darmian than Denzel Dumfries, though. But look, AC Milan, they're looking a bit ragged. Rafael Leao's been one of the better performers. Brahim Diaz, formerly of City, is doing well. But you could just look at the team, and the team looks light. It just looks very, very light. It looks light. Can't believe this is the team that won the title last season. I really can't. They look really, really light. But look, it's still early, and they could pull things back. Can't write them off right away. You really can't write them off. But congrats to Inter Milan for winning the Supercoppa Italiana. And let's where is that? If we could get another, where's that thing? Where's that let's go back and let's see if we could get another let's get another one of those yep. Let's get more fireworks going. Let's get the fireworks going, man. Let's get the fireworks going, baby. Congratulations. Indeed. So, who else we got it in here right now? We outplayed Milan completely. Indeed, BLE. Bubakar was saying, congratulations, Man City, for winning Tottenham today. As a Liverpool fan, I supported Man City to win. Wanted them to go challenge Arsenal, make the league fun to watch. Okay. I like that. But, when you think about it, right? Would the league be fun if City go back and catch Arsenal and actually go on to win the title again? You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? I'm a City fan. I want to win every season, but it will become a farmers league, I'm afraid. Because it would seem like no matter what happened, just like Bayern Munich and PSG, City come back to win. Just like what Juventus did 9 seasons in a row. You know, remember that, guys. Juventus won 9 seasons in a row. Remember, Bayern Munich are on how many wins right now? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? So this right here, what City are doing is baby things compared to what Juventus did, Bayern Munich, PSG did. It's baby stuff. Really baby stuff, man. But guys, smash up the thumbs up button for the stream. Would definitely appreciate that. Let's check out what's going on in the Coppa Italia. Check out the Coppa Italia. I think there's some games coming up. Yep, there were games today. You see what I'm talking about? So Coppa Italia. Coppa Italia. So we got the quarterfinal draw as well, guys. So Juventus 2, Monza 1. Let's check out the scores. That was played today. I didn't even know this game was going on. Mose Ken in the 8th minute, Mattia Valotti in the 24th, Federico Chiesa in the 78th to win the game for Juventus. So I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. This thing just does what it wants. So Juventus winning it in the 78th minute there. Lazio 1, Bologna 0. Felipe Anderson in the 33rd minute with the winner for Lazio. We go up. Atalanta, man. Oh my God, they score 5. They score 5 after just smashing in, 8 on the weekend? They score 5 against Spezia. 5-2. Ademola Lookman in the 10th minute. 12th minute again. Albin Ekdal in the 14th minute. 2-1 in 14 minutes. Then he had Hans Hatteboer in the 26th to make it 3-1. Daniele Verde in the 38th to make it 3-2. And in the second half, Rasmus Hylland, who has been banging them in, and Ethan Ampadu own goal for Spezia. So 5-2 for Gasparini's men as they march into the next round, the quarterfinal. Massive win for Atalanta, the Virgin Huntress, Atalanta. So I think we did touch on, were we live on Tuesday? Napoli? No, we weren't. Whoa! Napoli knocked out of the Coppa Italia. 2-2 against Cremonese. And Cremonese winning on penalties. Wow. So in this game, you had Charles Pickle in the 18th minute. I don't know what happened here. The server just crashed for my freaking... God damn, what happened there, man? No more music? Jesus Christ. Anyways, I never seen a message like that. Server error. Anyways, we still live. We gonna come again harder. We coming harder with the music. So Juan Jesus equalized the defender, the Brazilian defender, Giovanni Simeone, the Argentinian, made it 2-1 for Napoli. More, bring things back to normality there. But Felix Afenajayan, the man from Roma on loan at Cremonese, made it 2-2 in the 87th minute. They even picked up a red card through Leonardo Cernicola in a 100 minute, and let's see who missed their penalties. Look at the stats, man. 20 shots, 6 on target for Napoli, 70% of the ball, only 7 shots for Cremonese, 2 on target. Let's see who missed their penalties there. Okay, Stanislav Lobotka misses penalty, 5-4. Cremonese put away all their penalties, so let's give them a lot of credit there. Big round of applause to Cremonese. And this is what, cup ties are all about, man. Giant killings. And this is indeed a giant killing there. So everybody putting away their penalty except Stanislav Lobotka. So congratulations to Cremonese. The other results, guys. Roma 1, Genoa 0. I think Dybala had scored there. Yep, Dybala in the 64th minute. And Fiorentina 1, Sampdoria 0. And Antonin Barak in the 25th minute. And Jason Murillo got sent off in the 93rd minute there. So, yeah. Didn't Jason Murillo play for Barcelona one season? So, guys, that's what the Coppa Italia looks like. It's ready, set, go. Make sure you smash it with thumbs up button, guys. The quarterfinal, Inter versus Atalanta. Oh, boy, I love this one. That's a good one. That is a good one, man. High-intensity game right there. Roma play Cremonese. Roma got a bit lucky with that draw, but who knows? It could be Cremonese going into the semis. Fiorentina play Torino, which means one of those teams would be in the semifinal, and Lazio play Juventus. That's a big game right there. So who's going to win the Coppa Italia this season? Is it going to be Inter, who I think Inter reigning champions? Yeah, Inter reigning champions of the Coppa Italia. You know, so let's see if they go on to defend the Coppa Italia title. So you see the semifinals will be two-legged as well, guys, just like the Carabao Cup. So with that being said, let us go and let's check out what the Serie A looks like in the next coming days. Let's see what we got. All right, so Serie A, guys, this weekend. Start Serie A coming up. Verona play Lecce. Salernitana play Napoli. Fiorentina play Torino. Sampdoria Udinese. Monza Sassuolo. Spezia Roma. Juventus Atalanta. That's a big game, guys, coming up on Sunday. Don't want to miss it. Bologna play Cremonese. Inter play Empoli on Monday. And on Tuesday, Lazio take on Milan. So that's the standings. Napoli on top, guys, with a 9-point gap over AC Milan, who are the reigning champions. Juventus a third, Inter fourth to round off the Champions League places. You got Lazio in the Europa League spot, Atalanta in that Conference League spot there. So you got Roma, Udinese, Torino, Fiorentina running off the top 10 at the bottom of the table. Cremonese! Ooh, imagine the bottom of the table beat the top of the table in the cup game, right? That's football for you, man. The ball is round, anything could happen. Sampdoria, Verona, Sassuolo, Salernitana, Spezia, Lecce, Monza, Empoli, and Bologna. So, guys, with that being said, let's check out Ligue 1, the French league. Ligue 1, let's go. Ligue 1, baby. Let's see if we got anything to catch up on. Actually, today's the 19th, so we've already catched up on Ligue 1. Definitely catched up. So we're not going to touch on Ligue 1 right now because there's like 8 days to come before the next game. So that means there's maybe Coupe de la Ligue, Coupe, French Cup. French Cup, let's go. French Cup. Let me see. Yep, I was right. I was right with the French Cup, right? Coupe de France. Isn't there another French Cup that's going on? How many? I think there was like 3 of them, but they stopped one. So it's French Cup. What's the one? What's the other one called, man? What is the other one called? So we'll find out. We'll find out. But anyways, the round of 32. Oh, we didn't even take. Yeah, we did touch on that. But the round of 32 is coming up. Marseille play Rennes. Chambéry play Lyon. Toulouse play Ajaccio. Les Herbiers play Reims. Plabanec Stade play Grenoble Foot. Bastia play Lorient. Grasse play Rodez. Chamalières play Paris FC. FCO SKO6. Wow, what a name of a club. Never heard of that club ever in my life. Play Angers. Won't be surprised if they beat Angers. ASM Belfort play Annecy. Niort play Auxerre. Taon play Nantes. Never heard of some of these clubs, by the way, guys. Lille play Pa FC. Big up to Pa FC. Le Puy. Auvergne play Vierzon. Verizon. Never heard of these clubs. And Brest play Lens. PSG play Pais de Cassel. So let's click on PSG. Let's find out if there's another French Cup, though. So French Cup, yep, round of 64, they beat Châteauroux, 3-1. And French Cup round of 32, okay. And let me see what else. Yeah, there's only that French Cup right now. Only that French Cup right now, guys. So let's talk about this game while we're here, man. Let's talk about this game while we're here. Riyadh 11 versus PSG 4-5. Cristiano, oh man. So Messi with a goal in the 3rd minute. Then Cristiano Ronaldo, penaldo from the penalty spot. Then Marquinhos with a goal in the 43rd. 45th minute goal there by Ronaldo to make it 2-2. Second half, Sergio Ramos with a goal. Mbappe with the penalty. Hugo Ekitike. Juan Bernat gets sent off. So even with 10 men, PSG still went on to beat the Riyadh 11, which is a mixture of the two Riyadh clubs. Okay, so let's take a look at the lineups, guys. So Alois was in goal. Al Ghanam, right back. Jean Al Bulaihi, Al Hamid. So it's definitely Al Hilal and Al Nassr. Right? Al Kaibari, Luis Gustavo, Martinez, I don't know, Salem Al Dasari, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Musa Marega. I like these hybrid friendlies, though. I'm not going to lie, but I didn't watch it, though. It must have been an entertaining game. I was busy watching Manchester City whip Spurs coming back from 2-0 down. So I made the right decision. Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, Renato Sanches, Fabian Ruiz, Carlos Soler. What a game, man. Well, I like the lineup. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Sergio Ramos, Bernat, and Keylor Navas getting some game time finally. You know, so see players coming off the bench. They made as many substitutes as they wanted. It seems it's a dignified, friendly. Talisca, oh man, Anderson Talisca. Oh man. Guys, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Anderson Talisca at Benfica. If you know, you know, man. I'm going to leave it right there, though. Andre Carrillo. Who else we got there, man? Mateus Pereira. These guys went, man. Mateus Pereira, man. This guy did so well in the Premier League for West Brom, man. And he could have easily gone over to another Premier League club, but he chose money. It's all good, man. Go ahead and choose money over your career. Go ahead. It's all good. He chose money. Disappointed in players when they do things like that, though. But it's all good. It is all good. So that's what the game ended. That's how the game ended. 5-4 in favor of PSG. So guys, let's do a preview of the Bundesliga. The game's coming up tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, my first daughter, Cassidy. So be sure to wish her a happy birthday. Bayern Munich will play Leipzig on the road. Eintracht Frankfurt take on Schalke on Saturday. Bochum play Hertha. Union Berlin play Hoffenheim. Wolfsburg play Freiburg. Stuttgart play Mainz. Oh my God, the Bundesliga is back, baby! Oh my God! Cologne play Werder Bremen. I'm acting like I'm actually excited, right? Dortmund play Augsburg. Mönchengladbach play Leverkusen. Why am I excited? I'm excited for Bayern Munich to go on to win the thing again because they just took Jan Sommer from Borussia Mönchengladbach. So look at where Gladbach's at. 8. I feel bad for Gladbach. You know what I mean? Because what's his name there? Damn. Jan Sommer was a beast, man. I'm telling you. And I'm happy for him. You see what I mean? But what if Manuel Neuer comes back and Jan Sommer drops to number 2? Neuer, I don't think is retired yet, man. So let's give it up to, Jan Sommer securing that move. All these players want to go to Bayern Munich except Marco Reus. Give it up to Marco Reus, man. Marco Reus has to be one of the realists because even though he was probably tempted in the past, he stayed put and he never went to Bayern Munich. He said, I'm not going to Bayern Munich ever. Now I want to play for those dudes. Shame on you suckers for going to Bayern Munich. And you know what's going to happen to you guys? You Manuel Götzes and you SOBs like Matt Hummels. You guys are going to end up back right here. Right here. You Sulas, you know, you leave your club and you go to Bayern Munich, you're gonna end up right here or somewhere else. Bayern Munich's gonna use you, eat you up, and spit you out. But yeah, that's what the Bundesliga looks like, guys. Christopher Nkunku, Chelsea bound, 12 goals. Marcus Thuram, probably Chelsea bound as well, 10 goals. You know, yeah, Jamal Musiala is wonderful player, man. Wonderful player. You know, wish he was at Dortmund so City could sign him or something, but we're not gonna sign him from Bayern. I don't think he leaves Bayern Munich, man. Jamal Musiala, if guys like Mudryk and other guys cost 100 mil, how much would Jamal Musiala cost? Just think about that. An arm and a leg. So that's what the Bundesliga looks like, guys. Let's take a look at Bundesliga too and see who is prime to come up. So Bundesliga 2, the standings, Darmstadt, Hamburg, Heidenheim, and Kaiserslautern, you know, looking good there. Hanover, Paderborn, Dusseldorf, hosting Kiel, Hansa, Fort, Nuremberg, you know, so on and so forth, guys. We're not going to go through all the teams. Let's take a look at the Eredivisie, guys. The Dutch Eredivisie, there's a big game on the weekend there, I think. And that game on the weekend, I think is a big game on the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Feyenoord versus Ajax, guys, is on the weekend. So Alkmaar AZ Alkmaar take on Fortuna Sittard. 20 play Utrecht. Feyenoord play Ajax. Heerenveen play Groningen. Volwijk play Go Ahead Eagles. Cambuur versus Sparta Rotterdam. PSV play Vitesse. NEC play FC Emmen, and Excelsior take on FC Volendam. This is what the standings look like. Feyenoord on top, 37 points. AZ Alkmaar with 33. Ajax under Alfred Schreuder with 32 have drawn their last 4 games. Unlike Ajax, but they're still in the battle. A win against Feyenoord would put them 2 points behind Feyenoord. PSV with 32 points as well. So it's basically a 4-horse race with FC Twente with 31 points. So down towards the bottom of the table, guys, Cambuur and Volendam, but it's also Emmen, Groningen, Vitesse, just about the same area. So pretty tight down at the bottom and tight at the top there in the Eredivisie. Cody Gakpo now gone with 9 goals. Xavi Simons with 9 as well. Brian Brobbey, Danilo, Steven Bergwijn leading the goal scoring charts there. So that's what the Eredivisie looks like, guys. Look, I didn't touch on the last match there. I think Feyenoord beat Groningen 3-0. Who scored the goals here? Yeah, I'm not even going to go through all these goals. Santiago Jimenez, you know, young Mexican striker there. I don't want to go through all the scores. But, yeah, Ajax drew to 20. Okay. So that's what the last round looks like. Big up everybody in the house. Appreciate you guys tuning into another live stream, man. You guys are indeed the real deal. Don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button, guys. Make sure you follow me over on Twitter. So we have time. We have some time. Let us go to Transfermarkt really quick, and let's just round up some of the latest transfers, okay? So let's go to the Premier League. Let's start with the Premier League. Let's check transfers, latest transfers, and let's talk. Dango Watura coming over from FC Lorient to Bournemouth for 27.5 million euros. So the Burkina Faso right winger, I could say the Burkinabe right winger, who impressed a year ago at the African Cup of Nations, actually joining from Lorient in Ligue 1 to Bournemouth. So Bournemouth are making strides, you know, an effort to stay up. Don't know if Dango Watura is the player that they could bring in to save their season, but it's left to be seen. So let's see if it's going to be a good signing or not, but I'm in between. I'm going to say like a 7 out of 10 right now because of the potential of the player, 20 years old, and what I've seen from him before. Malcolm Ebiowe. I was impressed with this youngster at the beginning of the season, but he didn't really get any more opportunities from Patrick Vieira, and he's now going out to Hull in the championship, for an undisclosed fee. It seems like it's not even a loan move, but it's for an undisclosed fee. So Brentford have sold Mads Beck Sorensen. They had called him back from loan, and he's going to FC Groningen for an undisclosed fee as well. Well, I don't know if it's a loan deal, but it doesn't make any sense. But maybe it's for an undisclosed fee. Pablo Sarabia, PSG to Wolves, 5 million euros. Not a bad signing. 30-year-old Spanish, international, coming in with his experience to help Wolves stay in the Premier League. Frederic Gilbert, 28-year-old Aston Villa right back, joins Strasbourg in the French league on a free. Danilo, Brazilian defensive midfielder, only 21 years old, joins Nottingham Forest for 20 million euros from Palmeiras. Johan, however you say his name, Duran, 19 years old, coming in from Chicago Fire to join Aston Villa for 16.4 million euros. And also, since we're talking about Chicago Fire, big up to Ezra Hendrickson. I did hit him up for his birthday. And he said, yeah, man, thank you, respect. I should have asked him about Johan Duran, how good is he? To just to hear what he's saying. But yeah, I'm not gonna push my luck. Mikhailo Mudryk, 22-year-old, coming in from Shakhtar Donetsk to Chelsea for 70 million euros. But I think there's about 30 million in add-ons there as well. So that deal could potentially go up to 100 million euros. That's what it was actually announced as. So Jorginho Rutter joining from TSG Hoffenheim. I should have just said Hoffenheim to Leeds United. 28 million euro. That's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money for an unproven striker, but maybe it's one for the future. Let's see. He's only 20 years old. And I've known of Jorginho Rutter for a couple of years now and known of his potential. Niels Nkunku leaves Everton. The left back joins Saint-Etienne in Ligue 1 for an undisclosed fee. Diego Rosa leaves Manchester City to EC Bahia, and he's 20 years old. That's probably a loan deal because you see the question mark. I think Transfermarkt does not know what exactly the deal is. It has to be, right? It has to be, because what's up with the question marks? I'll know if the question marks mean a loan deal. Yeah, these are loan deals, man. These are indeed loan deals. I don't know why they have the question mark there, though. I really don't know why they have the question marks instead of just saying loan deal. Is this thing glitching or something right now? Gotta be glitching right now, because let me see if I do the compact view, if I'll get a better... Let me see. No, it's still the question marks, man. So, guys, whenever you see a question mark, most likely the player gone out on loan. So, if you go back to Ebioway and Mats Sorensen, those are probably most likely loan deals. All right? Niels Nkunku, these young players, you see, loan deals. Wout Weghorst, question mark. We know it's a loan deal from Burnley. So, we've identified that. Mario Lemina, 11 million from Nice to Wolves. Played in the Premier League before. Let's see what he could offer. So Garant Cool, loan deal. We know that. Newcastle to Hearts. Jamal Lowe, loan to QPR. We know that already. We know that. Anthony Knockout leaves Fulham to Huddersfield for free. Emiliano Marcondes goes over to North Zealand, and that might be a loan deal as well. Alex Moreno, Betis to Aston Villa, 13 million. João Felix. You see, what is going on, man? What is going on with Transfermarkt right now? Transfermarkt, you're letting me down. You have João Felix here, 11 million euros from Atletico to Chelsea. It's a loan deal. What is going on here? Anyways, Carlos Alcaraz, Racing to Southampton for 13 million euros. It's already pissing me off, This is already pissing me off. You feel me? But these are some of the latest transfers. I'm not even going to go through all of these, man, because I'm already pissed off. But guys, head over to Transfermarkt, check him out. These are some of the latest updates on the Premier League transfers. Let's go over to the main transfer page, latest transfers, and we might get some more. You see, we getting some more information right here in terms of what's a loan and what's not. So that was pretty weird, though. I really thought that was pretty weird because Shola Shoretire, he actually just went to Bolton on loan, and I saw that. So that's a loan deal. You know, we're only going to talk about some of the ones that we're talking about here. You see a youngster here, right winger Cyril Ngonge joins Hellas Verona from Groningen in quest to help Hellas Verona stay up. Most likely a loan deal as well. What else we got here, man? We're talking about, guys. Darwin Machis, left winger, Mexican, Venezuelan, pardon me, was in the Mexican League for Juarez, joins Valladolid, and that's an undisclosed. I don't know what that is. What else we got? Adam Clayton, 34 years old, leaves Doncaster to join Bradford. Let's see what else we got here that's worth talking about, man. Marco Benassi, oh man, he had a lot of potential back in the day, man. A lot of potential. I remember when he was at Torino, Fiorentina. He leaves Fiorentina to join Cremonese on loan. He could definitely help them. All right, what else we got here worth talking about? Jonas Omlin leaves Montpellier in Ligue 1 to join Borussia Mönchengladbach, replacement for Jan Sommer, who joins Bayern Munich for 8 million euros from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Jan Sommer is 34 years old, and the very impressive keeper earns his dream move. Okay, so we got a player by the name here of Teo Sipat, 19-year-old midfielder from Slovenia, leaves NS Mura to join Spezia for 700k. Maybe a wonder kid on the verge of greatness. You got Chait Nunnally joining Herenveen on a free. What else we get here we're talking about, man? Let me see. Let's go to the second page. Let's see if there's any transfers we're talking about here. And these happened today, guys. These were finalized today. Just looking through. All right. Facundo Ferreira. That's a familiar name. He joins Argentina's Junior from Club Tijuana. What else we got, man? All right. Not many high-profile signings, I have to say, but in terms of what's here, though. Yeah, nothing else really to talk about. We going back to the 18th and the 17th. Antonio Marin leaves Dinamo Zagreb to Rijeka. Okay, I thought Antonio Marin has to be one of the biggest letdowns lately in terms of, players coming through the Croatian ranks that I thought would have blown up already, and he has just disappointed, man. I don't know what happened with him, though. But Roniel Pierre Gabriel leaves Mainz to join Espanyol on loan. Josef Martinez joins Miami, Inter Miami from Atlanta United. That's a big move. He joins on a free. Josef Martinez, pretty good. What else we got here? Justin Che gets promoted from the Hoffenheim U team to the senior team. He's an American/German. Anything else we're talking about here, man? Kelvin Yeboah leaves Genoa to join Augsburg. Florian Niederlechner, 32, leaves Augsburg to join Hertha Berlin for $500,000. And yeah, that's about it here, guys. Let's go over to Fabrizio Romano's page. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Dominic Rich FC. So let's go, man. Fabrizio Romano. All right. So Fabrizio Romano, what's the latest, guys? Leandro Trossard. All right. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Okay. Okay. AS Roma are now open to selling Nicolo Zaniolo in January. New deal talks are completely off. Roma can let Zaniolo leave on a permanent deal. Tottenham are well informed on the situation. Roma won 40 million fee on permanent deal, not straight loan. Look, man, Zaniolo is a special talent, and I think injuries have definitely haunted his progression. And if he ends up at the right team, I have to say he could start cooking though. He could start cooking. Guys, what are your thoughts on Zaniolo? Big up to Jan, who's been telling me I gotta check that out, man. I gotta check out the Pep Guardiola post match. Gotta check that out. Big up to Jan, who's been telling me about me not streaming for the last couple of days when I promised to. Jan, bro, I've been busy, man. I've been busy and tired. So Zaniolo could be on the way out of Roma, possibly to Tottenham. So Dango Atura to Bournemouth. It's finally signed and official. Here we go, confirmed. Fee around 23 million, fixed plus add-ons. So contract until 2028. Let's go. Benfica are closed. Oh my God. Gonzalo Guedes flopped. Wow. Wow. Big money was actually paid for this guy, and Benfica closing in on a deal to sign Gonzalo Guedes on loan from Wolves until the end of the season. Oh, man. Deal won't include buy option clause as things stand. Oh, man. Disappointment. Understand, Leandro Trossard contract with Arsenal will be valid until 2026 and not 2027. Small change from a few minutes ago. More. Medical tests will take place on Friday and official statements would follow. Give it up to Leandro Trossard, man. I think this is a great signing. Great signing. About 27 million euros for the Trossard deal. Let's go back up to the top here. I think it was up at the top here. So, yeah. I think we got some more information on how much he was sold for. But we'll talk more about Leandro Trossard, though. Definitely will. Newcastle have submitted a proposal for Brazilian talent Mateus França, offering 16 million euro package to Flamengo. Understand Mateus França is also on Olympic Lyon's list. Real Madrid have sent scouts to monitor him in Brazil as well. So let's see if Newcastle gets their man. Understand Noni Madueke will land in London later tonight in order to undergo the medical test as a new Chelsea player. He's now flying to England. Contracts will be signed on Friday as Madueke and PSV has accepted all the conditions of the deal. Oh my God, man. Chelsea, I don't know what y'all are doing, but let's for your sake and your fans' sake, hopefully it helps you. Hopefully it does help you, because I know these guys are talented and all, but I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys are not proven in the Premier League and are probably expected to hit the ground running. Besiktas are now set to complete the signing of Vincent Abubakar from Al Nassr, confirmed. And here we go. Contract will be valid until June 2025, as agreed 2 weeks ago. He will replace Wout Weghorst, who joined Manchester United. Let's give it up to Vincent Abubakar, man. I feel for him. You know, he was at Al Nassr and Cristiano Ronaldo came in. They had to make room for a player. And of course, Vincent Abubakar was released in result. The injustice, though. You know what? I'm actually surprised, right? I'm actually surprised a Premier League team didn't actually go in for Vincent Abubakar. He's good in front of goal, man. You know, like an Everton would have done well with an Abubakar up top. But then again, if he struggled, it would have been really sad as well. So, yeah. Manchester United have completed an agreement to send Shola Taya. Isn't it Shoretaya? I don't think it's Sholetaya. Anyways, doesn't matter. On loan to Bolton. We talked about this one already. We talked about Madueke. Rangers and Norwich are signing contracts for Todd Cantwell deal. It's done. Agreement in place on all details. It's so sad what happened to this kid, man. He used to be so promising. No, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Chris Wood to Nottingham Forest. Here we go. Confirmed. Deal agreed now with Newcastle on loan. Deal. It will include obligation to buy clause. Wood will undergo medical tests and sign a contract in the next hours. I don't see why this is necessary, to be honest. Chris Wood should have probably been leaving to join a championship club. Not really a championship. That's if he wanted to stay in England. But Chris Wood could have been an MLS club or something. You know what I mean? That's if an MLS club wanted him. But go to play in Saudi Arabia or something, bro. Qatar. Make some money because I don't know. I don't know if Chris Wood got anything left in him, man. I really don't know. See what I'm saying? So, Noni Madueke to Chelsea. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with PSV on a permanent deal. Around 35 million euro package. God damn. Splashing the cash on absolutely everybody. Look, he's an Englishman. I don't know how good he is. I've never seen him play for PSV. I know he got potential. And if he does play well, the headband, oh man, that'll be legendary. So, Leandro Trossard deal, guys. This is the deal. Let me leave it like that. 4-year deal agreed. Personal terms never an issue as he turned down 2 clubs for Arsenal. Arsenal will pay £21 million plus £6 million in add-ons to Brighton. Deal completed in 24 hours after first contact on Wednesday as revealed today. Here we go. Leandro Trossard is an Arsenal player. And listen, man, I have to be completely honest here. Arsenal, who I've seen been linked with the Bayer Leverkusen guy, right? And they're looking to spend big money on that player. I don't know why I'm running a blank on that player right now. I don't know why. I know the guy, but I don't know why I'm running a blank on him, right? Don't know why. But Arsenal are looking for alternatives after failing to sign Joao Felix and, of course, Mikhailo Mudryk. And one of the players that Arsenal have picked up is Leandro Trossard. And you know they say things happen for a reason. Sometimes it may look like you missed out. Like at first glance, you'll be like, oh, damn, I missed out. But when you really think about it, sometimes every opportunity is not for you. You see what I mean? So if Chelsea wanted to come in and hijack the deal and pay more money than Arsenal offered for Mudryk, let them go right ahead. Arsenal were looking to sign Joao Felix. Chelsea did the same thing. They went and hijacked the deal. You see what I'm saying? And now Arsenal are linked with Moussa Diaby. I don't know if that deal is going to go through. But if I'm Arsenal, even though they're looking to bolster, I don't know if it's necessary to bring in a Diaby right now. Because a Trossard might be the perfect signing. Because if you really look at it, Trossard is versatile across the front. He could play anywhere across the front, anywhere where you want him. Arsenal do have Emil Smith coming back from injury. They do have a youngster by the name of Marquinhos who they have to trust. At least trust the kid. You see what I'm saying? They have Martinelli. They have Saka. You see what I'm saying? So there's players. You don't really need to go out and break the bank like Chelsea. It's not necessary. If I was Arsenal, if I was Mikel Arteta, I would try to get Nicola Pepe back. I know he didn't play well, but I would try to convince Pepe to say, hey man, we have a vision right now. Come back, join the team, more guaranteed game time, and reintegrate the Nicola Pepe, because remember they paid a massive amount of money for Pepe. You don't want to go for Moussa Diaby and it ends up being another Nicola Pepe situation. You see what I'm saying? So Trossard, it's a great buy. It's a great buy. And if Arsenal are looking to bolster their squad and, have options off the bench or options in Europe, they could look at some of these players that want out of their clubs,
like, you know, a Trossard right there. You see what I'm saying? You see a Trossard. You're going for players like that. You see? A player that I think is very underrated and no clubs have been going in for, in my opinion, and that a player that could help a lot of clubs, Kelechi Iheanacho. Think about it, guys. Hardly plays at Leicester, hardly gets any game time. Why no one's going in for him? I don't know. And he's solid, you see? But we're going to move, though. Talked about Maduke already. Definitely talked about Maduke. We talked about Trossard. A lot of Trossard posts. This one is very confusing, though, because a year ago, Danjuma was really, really on fire for Villarreal, and he's just totally out of favor now. I don't know if it's something to do with his attitude. I don't know what happened, though. But PSV Eindhoven are amongst clubs keen on signing Danjuma in January. As Noni Maduke talks with Chelsea advance. Maduke basically signed. Gakpo left. You're looking for reinforcements, right? So more to follow on discussions with 3 to 4 European clubs for Danjuma. There's no decisions yet. So what else we have here? Jan Sommer we touched on already, guys. You want to look at Jan Sommer with his jersey, Bayern Munich jersey. The Swiss keeper is Bayern's new man between the sticks. What else we have? Arthur, man. This one is a big waste of time. I don't know why Liverpool went in for this player. They could have done better by, I don't know, probably going to Brazil and picking up a young player from one of them top Brazilian clubs. Wasting money on Arthur, basically. Flop. Anyways, Conrad Lima. Give it up to Conrad Lima. Conrad Lima has finally signed his contract as new FC Bayern Munich player starting from July 1st. Deal done months ago and is now sealed. Official statements will be very soon, probably already this month. So Conrad Lima would join Marcel Sabitzer from RB Leipzig, you know, amongst guys like Dayo Upamecano and so on, man, who joined Bayern Munich from RB Leipzig. Who knows, man? The next player is probably going to be Joško Vardio. You know what I mean? Leipzig is just a freaking shopping cart. It's like a feeder club for Bayern Munich, it seems, man. You know what I mean? That is the best way to put it. Feeder club. And while we are Leipzig, right? While we are Leipzig, who else are Bayern Munich going to sign from Leipzig, you may ask? If we go down through the Leipzig roster, a player that I think they could sign, Joško Vardio. You know what I'm saying? Won't be surprised if that happens. David Raum, the left back. That could be a future Bayern Munich signing. You know, a player that I'm surprised never joined Bayern Munich is one of, you know, Lucas Klosterman. You see what I'm saying? Java Schlager, all these guys. Look, guys. One of them, Dominic Szoboszlai, youngsters. It's a possibility. It is a possibility. Timo Werner. Didn't Bayern Munich want Timo Werner and he went to Chelsea? Should have probably went to Bayern Munich. Think he effed up there, man. Think he effed up and went to Chelsea, guys. So, look, let's keep it moving. Swansea have turned down a new bid from Rangers for around 1.5 million for talented winger Morgan Whittaker. Swansea bought him for 400k and are not accepting Rangers' proposal as of now. Morgan Whittaker. He used to play for Plymouth Argyle. Morgan Whittaker. What? That name sounds really familiar. Really, really familiar, though. So, Whittaker. Let's see. Let me see. Maybe I'm spelling the name wrong. Let me see. I need to. Whittaker. Okay. I'll give you guys some more in insight on Whittaker. Right? So he's 22 years old, guys. He's an Englishman. He's actually valued at 1 million. And he came to the Plymouth Argyle setup. Joined well, not the setup, but he joined, pardon me there, Derby County setup, joined Swansea, and he's gone out on loan to Lincoln City and to Plymouth Argyle. So, you know, came back from Plymouth to Swansea this season. So let me see his stats. Let me see what Whitaker's doing. 25 not opportunities, appearances in League One, guys. 9 goals, 7 assists for Morgan Whitaker. Okay, so he's on the radar, man. Maybe a championship club. Swansea a championship club, so you know what I mean? Swansea's championship club. So let's see where he ends up, guys. So we talked about Trossard already. We're not gonna talk about that one. Anthony Langer we touched on before, and it's now have an update that Anthony Langer's priority would be to join Borussia Dortmund, as reported 2 days ago. It's up to Manchester United on this one. Pelestrini Langer waiting for club's decision. All right, what else we got? Okay, this is a big one too. West Ham have reached full agreement to sign Danny Ings from Aston Villa. Full package close to £15 million, add-ons included. Personal terms agreed. Here we go. Danny Ings leaving the Claret and Blues of Aston Villa to join the Claret and Blues of West Ham United. West Ham does need a pick-me-up up top. Not scoring enough goals for Mikel Antonio and Gianluca Scamacca. Jared Bowen's gone cold this season. And the supporting cast of Fornals and Ben Rama, these guys are not even scoring enough to help out, West Ham get out of the relegation zone. So let's see what Danny Ings do to help West Ham United. Guys, don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button. Memphis Depay traveling to Madrid in order to undergo medical tests as new and signed as an Atletico Madrid player. Deal completed, 3 or 4 million euro fee. Give it up to Memphis Depay. This one is a big one though. Chelsea are awaiting a crucial development before they can sign Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo. Caicedo, bro, I'm happy for you. Your meteoric rise from playing in Uruguay, signed by Brighton. I think he was out on loan a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, and now going to play for Chelsea. Wasn't he linked to Liverpool? Let's, for example, say he goes to Chelsea and does well, right? Liverpool are going to kick themselves on the fact that they didn't sign him. Caicedo is solid. He's solid. Chelsea going through a revamp, signing every goddamn body right about now. So, plus there's an update on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Barcelona saga. Is he going to go back to Barcelona? It's left to be seen, man. So, what else we got here? Jonas Umlin, we talked about him already. Talked about Danny Ings. Talked about Jan Sommer. Lucas Verissimo can be an opportunity on the final days of the window. Now that he's 100% ready after injury. Could leave Benfica at good conditions. Okay? Flamengo and Atletico Mineiro want him, but no way to return to Brazil. European clubs keen on the move. So Tottenham have made an opening bid for Pedro Porro, including one player plus guaranteed money. Sporting have rejected this formula. Negotiations will continue as Sporting keep asking 45 million clause, but Spurs are insisting with player keen on the move. So what else we got here, man? Nottingham Forest are in advance talk to sign Chris Wood. We talked about that already. Skriniar, no need to waste our time on that one, but that's Memphis Depay and Atletico Madrid jersey there. So let's see if he does well at Atletico Madrid. It looks kind of pudgy around the belly, though. Not gonna lie. Oh, man. Dan Juma has been in England and France to look at his options. There's also registered interest from Italy and Holland. Let's see where he goes. We talked about Dan Juma already. Pedro Porro, listen, he was a Manchester City player, and I'm surprised we didn't try and get him into the setup. The fact that we have Rico Lewis, right, who came up from the under-19, the U team. The fact that we have Rico Lewis from the under-18s, I should say, come through, and he is playing in the first team, which means there was a place for Pedro Porro, but I guess we just didn't, see the need to bring him in. You see what I'm saying? Maybe just didn't see the need to bring him in, though. So this one is one that baffles me. I don't know how good this player is, but Leicester are closing in on a permanent deal for Victor Christiansen, who to join from FC Copenhagen, right? The deal will cost 20 million euros, but I'm thinking 20 million euros for a player who's like, that's a lot of money though. But it has to be Premier League tax, guys. This has to be Premier League tax. It's nothing else but Premier League tax, because I don't understand why these players are so expensive. Seriously, he's a 20-year-old left back. He's valued at 4 million and he's 20 million. Come on, man. It got to be Premier League tax, guys. Got to be Premier League tax. He got 1 assist, 1 goal in the Superliga, made 6 Champions League performances. So he's been a permanent, part of this Copenhagen team. But I'm just saying, though. It's kind of a lot. Well, Copenhagen actually climbed up in the Superliga table there, and they're third because they were struggling at the beginning of the season, guys. Remember that? Struggling big time. So I think they had sacked their manager, and they have like a young manager like in charge of the team these days. Yep, Jacob Niestrup, 34 years old, and he actually helped them climb up the table in the Superliga, the Danish Superliga, man. And yeah, right now Nordjylland are on top of that league, Viborg second, and Copenhagen, they are third. So 17 games played. Let us see. Anyways, guys, what else we got here, man? What else we got? Anything else we got to share in terms of some updates here, man? Yeah, this Paul Leroy, full agreement reached between Olympique Marseille and AC Monza for Paul Leroy. That name's very difficult to say. Deal on loan with a buy option clause. Loan move to Elche will be terminated. Okay. All right. And back to January 18th, which was yesterday. I didn't do any live yesterday. But Lionel Messi has not received any proposal from Al Hilal, despite links in the last days and weeks. No talks, no discussions. That's why they always say until we have freaking Messi versus Ronaldo again. Okay. Maximo Perroni. Let's talk a bit about this youngster. Man City are set to complete the signing of Maximo Perroni from Velez. Deal at contract stages soon, and here we go, confirmed. Perroni will join City right after the Sudamericano sub-20, under 20 as expected, right? So the deal is worth $8 million plus taxes. It's a steal. This could be the next Messi. Maybe I'm reaching, but you never know, guys. You never know, man. You never know, man. So hear this, right? Hear this. Rafinha and Ferran Torres want to stay at Barcelona this January. Memphis is the only player who will leave. Arsenal exploring other options to strengthen their attack, says Fabrizio Romano. So don't tell me. I think Arsenal were actually looking at Rafinha. I think they tried to sign Rafinha before and he went to Barcelona. And you're going to go for him again? Don't sign Rafinha. Rafinha is one of those snake kind of players. You don't sign him. Let him stay at Barcelona. And if he's struggling, let him continue to struggle. You see what I'm saying? Listen, this guy is definitely, I don't care if he's playing for the rival, Man United, this is a good player. And if he continues on the trajectory, he's going to be a really good player for Argentina and Man United or wherever he goes to in the future. Alejandro Garnacho, he has the name as well. So, yeah, just keeping it real right there. Keeping it real. Gotta keep it real always, guys, right? Rafael Leao, you know what I mean? Linked with Man City. Let's see what happened. But best believe, guys, City are spending big come next summer. Jadon Sancho finally back in training with Man United. First team, coaching staff, and club feel Sancho is making positive progress as reported by Andy Mitten. All right, Sancho is a flop, guys. We don't need to say anything else. Jadon Sancho is a flop. Simple. We're gonna keep it. He's a flop, and I think that's where we end the transfer talk today. Okay. So big up to the vibe who said, "Can I see your reaction to today's goals?" Where? How you gonna see them, bro? You got to go back to the earlier parts of the live stream. Yeah, Musa Diaby. You got to go back to the earlier part of the live stream, bro, to see what I said. So big up everybody who tuned into the live stream. We were live for 2 hours. I didn't take a look at my Reddit page today to touch on any little tidbits, but I'm pretty sure I touched on most things that I wanted to talk about in today's live stream, man. Guys, 7 o'clock local time. I'm going to chill a bit. You know what I'm saying? I've had a long day. I only got a little, maybe 45-minute, half-hour nap earlier. I'm not going to sleep right now, but I'm going to take it easy, man. You know what I mean? I enjoyed that match today. City beat Spurs 4-2. Come from behind as well. It's a great feeling. I'm going to go enjoy it, man. All right? So do appreciate everybody tuning in to yet another live stream. You guys are the real deal. Thanks to everybody who smashed the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet done so, make sure to do so, guys. Make sure to do so. It's ready, set, go. Your boy Dom back with another one. We're going to be live again soon, probably on Saturday or Sunday when the matches come back. But, you know, of course, guys, I'll be trying to tune in into some matches in La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and the Premier League come this weekend. Okay? So, from your boy Dom, thanks again for tuning in to yet another one. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.